We need Class 1 Market Dairy to be making their way outside the show arena at this time. These exhibitors are Melanie Greason, and Ellen Matthews.
Entering the arena as Class 1 Market Dairy, these exhibitors are Melanie Greason, and Ellen Matthews. Oh well. Class 1 Market Underweight needs to be making your way outside the arena. These exhibitors are Abigail Fields, Chloe Rout, Ashlyn Bowl, and Erin Gunsekura. Class 1 Market Goats needs to be getting ready in the barn. These exhibitors are Josie Benjamin, Haley Moe, Ellen Matthews, Grace Odell, Kaylee Rout, and Bryce Baker.
Well, we move into our market weather show. We're going to start here at these dairy weathers. I think it's just a simple sort of which one's the thickest and offers the most muscle. I think this lighter-headed one comes to the top really quickly for me. Just offers the most product, got the most muscle, stoutest featured one. This pair down here that rounds out the class, I think they're super similar. I think one's just got the advantage in terms of length of spine, having a little more product. Put your hands together for them.
Entering the arena at this time is Class 1 Market Underweight. These exhibitors are Abigail Fields, Chloe Rout, Ashlyn Bowl, and Erin Gutskera. Congratulations, Class 1. First place, Ellen Matthews. Second place, Melanie Greason. And third place, Melanie Greason. Class 1 Market Goats seems to be making your way outside the arena. These exhibitors are Josie Benjamin, Haley Moe, Ellen Matthews, Grace Odell, Kaylee Rout, and Bryce Baker. Class 2 needs to be getting ready in the barn. These exhibitors are Olivia Sloan, Courtney Donovan, Kira Moe, Maya Mining, Courtney Donovan, Jacob Foreman, and Will Taylor.
You know, once again, in these lighter weight classes, it's the ones that have the most muscle that really come to the top quickly for me. I think here in first and second, this young doe's got the advantage in terms of length of spine. I think she's a little fuller through her flank. I think she's a little sounder going away. This second place one, that's the tubular one that's got some expression. Just want to see that one be lengthened out a little bit and make its touch a little better. We work on down. We've got a pair of them here. One of them's a little bit bigger in terms and has more product to offer. That's just the considerable size advantage there. Super nice set of weathers here.
Entering the arena at this time is Class 1 Market Goats. These exhibitors are Josie Benjamin, Haley Moe, Ellen Matthews, Grace Odell, Kaylee Rout, and Bryce Baker. Class 2 needs to be making your way outside the arena. These exhibitors are Olivia Sloan, Courtney Donovan, Kira Moe, Maya Mining, Courtney Donovan, Jacob Foreman, and Will Taylor. Class 3 needs to be getting ready in the barn. These exhibitors are Tanner Denton, Brenna Walker, Preston Graham, Sam Auth, and Josh Graber.
Grant Liming, if you could make your way up to the announcer stand whenever you have time, please. Thank you.
This fuzzy-legged one that's going to start the class, he's got a ditch down his back. He's got plenty of muscle. I think he's just got more overall product and puts it in a better package than the rest of them. I think he's a logical place to start. This second place one's super attractive. This one's hard muscled. He's expressive. You get behind this one, you get in front of him. He's just not wide enough to compete with that class winner. We work our way down to third. I think we've got a really nice goat that just needs more time on feed. I think this one runs uphill. I think he's better structured and better built than that one that rounds out our top four here. This one that comes into fourth, one that's still big muscled. I just want to see that one better balanced. I want to see that one blend his pieces better. We round out the class with two that just need more time on feed. As of right now, they're just flat-sided, high spine, don't have enough product, compete with the rest of them.
Entering the arena is Class 2 Market Goats. These exhibitors are Olivia Sloan, Courtney Donovan, Kira Moe, Maya Mining, Courtney Donovan, Jacob Foreman, and Will Taylor. Class 3 Market Goats needs to make your way outside the show arena. These exhibitors are Tanner Denton, Brenna Walker, Preston Graham, Sam Auth, and Joshua Graber. Congratulations, Class 1 Market Goats. First place, Bryce Baker. Second place, Kaylee Rout. Third place, Josie Benjamin. Fourth place, Ellen Matthews. And fifth place, Haley Moe.
Really nice pair of weathers here at the top. This one that wins the class just does so in terms of having the volume of muscle I'm looking for. If you look at him from the side, I like how that one runs more uphill into its chest. You start touching him. I like how that one touches a little better as well in terms of being better about his loin edge. This one that comes next, I'd like to make him just a little neater in his shoulder. I want to make him run more uphill into that. Starts to get a little coarse. Now, I will say that one probably carries his muscle a little deeper through his twist, and that one probably has a touch better body shape in terms of being more tucked up than the other one. But this one, I just need to make him better balanced. We just need to make him conform better compared to our class winner. This one that comes into third, we start to get a little unbalanced. This one's shoulder's a little higher. This one's hip is a little rounder. This one starts to break down when you put him in motion, but still one that offers a lot of product, and that's why he's going to be where he's at. In terms of muscle development, this one needs to stay third. We work our way down. We've got a darker pigmented weather here where you can kind of see his skin. That one's a little shorter sided, but he handles better than that one that comes next. We've got some stout featured ones here at the end. They just got to have more muscle shape to compete with those other ones. Put your hands together for him again.
Class 4 market goats need to be making your way outside the show arena. These exhibitors are Jake Bunting, Chloe Rout, Elijah Woods, Sophie Oth, Will Taylor, Sophie Oth, and Tate Tislin. Class 5 needs to be getting ready in the barn. Leah Collins, Walker Denton, Bentley Gibson, Henry Gray, Faith Jennings, McKenny Cyber, and Jonathan Gerdes. This spot back doe here is going to come first. Really big muscled and sound. I think she comes to the top pretty quickly for me. Not a lot of discussion now, but here between our second and third place, I think we've got two that are a little bit different. We've got the longer, sounder, better blended one to come second. We've got the harder muscled, stouter featured one that just wants to get a little too high in his shoulder and a little unbalanced for me. I wish the young man would stick in front of him and really get that goat driven so I could see him, but a nice third place. These two that end the class, let's group them together. Once again, we got to have more muscle shape. Entering the arena at this time is Class 4 market goats. These exhibitors are Jake Bunting, Chloe Rout, Elijah Woods, Sophie Oth, Will Taylor, Sophie Oth, and Tate Tislin. Class 5 needs to be making your way outside the arena. These exhibitors are Leo Collins, Walker Denton, Bentley Gibson, Henry Gray, Faith Jennings, McKenna Seibert, and Jonathan Gerdes. All first and second place market goats need to be getting ready in the barn. Congratulations, Class 3 market goats. First place, Brenna Walker. Second place, Joshua Graber. Third place, Tanner Denton. Fourth place, Preston Graham. And fifth place, Sam Oth.
This one that wins the class does so running away with it. This one's got the most muscle in terms of stoutness of feature. I think he's right there with any of them. He's big-butted and he's deep through his twist. He's got the right type of body shape. From the side, he starts to run uphill through his chest. Lots of things I can appreciate about that one. This gray one that comes next, this one's most closely resembles that one, I believe, in terms of being stoutest, in terms of the feature, in terms of bone work, and at the ground and base width. I think they match pretty well. What separates them is just the volume of muscle, the hardness of muscle, and out through the hip. Now as we work our way down to this black-headed wether, one that's super good looking from the side, you get in front of him, you get behind him, he's not as good as the ones in front of him. He's got to be wider. This paint doe that comes next is probably one of the hardest muscled ones in the class. You start to step off and view her from the side. She wants to get too round out of her shoulder, too round out of her hip, and flatter down through her twist. Just one that needs more overall shape to compete with those other ones. And we've got a big, long, extended wether coming next, but he's just flat through his rib and flatter through his muscle shape. He's got to be more robust through those areas to move up today. Now, as this young man in the checker shirt, this is another big muscled one, but today, this one just gets too round out of its hip, too round out of its shoulder, just got to look more attractive for me. We round out the class with a super attractive wether, but once again, like we've talked in previous classes, they've got to have more muscle shape to compete with those other ones.
Entering the arena at this time is Class 5 market goats. Leah Collins, Walker Denton, Bentley Gibson, Henry Gray, Faith Jennings, McKenna Seibert, and Jonathan Gertis. All first and second exhibitors need to be making your way outside the show arena. These exhibitors are Ellen Matthews, Mulaney Greason, Bryce Baker, Kaylee Rout, Courtney Donovan, Kira Moe, Brenna Walker, Josh Graber, Tate Tislin, and Jake Bunting. Congratulations, Class 4 Market Goats. First place, Tate Tislin. Second place, Jake Bunting. Third place, Elijah Woods. Fourth place, Sophie Oth. And fifth place, Chloe Rao.
I think we've got another class winner that does so running away with it right here. You talk about a big muscle, good-looking one from the side. I'd like to make him handle a little more correct over his loin edge, but that's still getting really critical on a really nice one. Big-butted, lots of expression. An easy place to start the class. Now our second place goat that's got the cape, I think that's one most closely resembles the one that wins our class. Young man, you need to step behind this young lady. Step behind this young lady. This cape weather that's here in a second, it's the bolder featured, bigger, stouter one, better in his outline, still really voluminous in his muscle, opened up through his cage. That one resembles the class winner. This third place one's long and extended. This one has expression. You get behind this one, you get in front of him, he's not as wide. Gotta have more base width. We work our way down, like we got a traditional headed weather that's better in his outline. I don't think this one has as much muscle shape and as much expression as the ones in front of him. Still a really nice one that's sound. This black cape, or this black one with the white on it here, I think that one runs uphill, gives you a really attractive profile. I don't think this one is nearly as big in terms of his outline as the one that comes in front of him. I think this one needs to extend that muscle all the way down through his body. Needs to touch a little better through his loin. Still one, like I said, that's attractive from the profile. This salmon colored one here this young lady has is long and extended, just gets too flat. And I think it's the same story with the one that rounds out the class. Once again, we just got to have more muscle expression. We got to have more shape.
Kaylee Rout and Kira Moe, you need to be outside the arena at this time. All first and second place between classes 1 through 5 are entering the arena at this time. Faith Jennings, you need to be entering the arena at this time. All third place winners from classes 1 to 5 need to be outside the arena at this time. Congratulations, Class 5 Market Goats. First place, Leah Collins. Second place, Faith Jennings. Third place, Bentley Gibson. Fourth place, Henry Gray. And fifth place, Walker Denton. Class 6 Market Goats need to be getting ready in the barn. These exhibitors are Addison Sloan, Samantha Wood, Olivia Gibson, Casson Likens, Kylan Conkran, Serena Paget, and Grant Liming.
I think there's three weathers out here that are really in contention. We'll start with our lightweight that's down here on the end. I think this one's super expressive. He's got a lot of volume of muscle. He's hard handling. I think he gets a little round out of his shoulder. I think he gets a little round out of his hip. I'd like to make him a little more extended, maybe a touch more attractive off the profile as well. There's this weather in front of me with this purple-shirted young man. I think that one handles super good. You get off to the side of him, I think he wants to start to run downhill. I think that one gets a little coarser through his blade. I think that one just isn't attractive enough. Then there's this weather at the end. I think this one's super thick and stout. I'd like to see him be a little freer moving off his back end, but super attractive. I'll put the mic down. We'll go out here. We'll select your grand and reserve out of this division. We're going to select the top 5, as well. So let's put your hands together for all these kids.
Congratulations, Leah Collins, grand champion lightweight goat. Congratulations, Tate Tislin, reserve champion lightweight. Bentley Glipson needs to be entering the arena at this time. Oh, he's just giving them out.
Congratulations, grand champion lightweight Leah Collins, reserve champion Tate Tislin, third overall Bryce Baker, fourth overall Faith Jennings, and fifth overall Kaylee Rout.
Entering the arena at this time is Class 6 Market Goats, Addison Sloan, Samantha Wood, Olivia Gibson, Casson Likens, Kyla Conkren, Serena Paget, and Grant Liming. Class 7 needs to be outside the arena at this time. Joshua Graber, Echo Shaw, Easton Jennings, Eden Myers, Riley Smith, and Regan Trummer. Class 8 needs to be getting ready in the barn. Carla Evans, Riley Pence, Savannah Pennington, Bailey Fishback, McKinley Fishback, Emma Smith, and Lucy Whitmer.
This young man that starts the class off with this traditional headed doe, you talk about a long-sided one that's sound, opened up, carries the base width all the way through. I think this is a logical place to start. This stout featured one, I think, is the one that closely resembles our class winner. I think they pair up well. Deep twisted, lots of muscle. Just need to have a more attractive look to beat our class winner. This one that comes into third, this one gets a little coarse for my taste and maybe a touch looser heighted. but this one still has the advantage when it comes to stouter feature and muscle as we work our way down. This young lady in the stripes that's next just has one that's a little softer centered, that doesn't handle nearly as hard as what the other ones do, but still a nice goat from the side. I think we come to this young man that comes next. We've got a wether that just wants to get a little unbalanced. I think that one needs to be more attractive from the profile. Run uphill a little better. These two that round out the class, they pair up well. Unfortunately, they just don't have enough muscle shape, enough expression, or enough density to move up in the class. Put your hands together for them.
Entering the arena at this time is Class 7 Market Goats. These exhibitors are Joshua Graber, Echo Shaw, Easton Jennings, Eden Myers, Riley Smith, and Regan Trummer. Class 8 needs to be making your way outside the arena. These exhibitors are Carla Evans, Riley Pence, Savannah Pennington, Bailey Fishback, McKinley Fishback, Emma Smith, and Lucy Whitmer. Class 9 needs to be getting ready in the barn. These exhibitors are Kinley Likens, Kaylee Rout, Evie Bartlett, John Kaufman Jr., and Faith Jennings. Congratulations, Class 6 Market Goats. First place, Grant Liming. Second place, Kylie Conkran. Third place, Olivia Gibson. Fourth place, Samantha Wood. And fifth place, Casson Likens.
This nub-tailed one that starts the class off, this is a really interesting one. It's big, expressive, hard to handle and stout featured. This one's sound as well. I think there's lots of really good, high-quality things about that one to start the class off with. This one that comes next, this one's super stout featured, probably the stoutest featured one in the class, but I also think that starts to be to his demise. He starts to get shorter necked, he starts to get a little looser heighted, starts to get almost a touch stale compared to that other one that comes in front of him. There's just a super thick one here. This paint weather that comes next, I think he's got the advantage compared to the spot back one in terms of handle. This one's harder touching and more expressive. Just a nice one here to go third. This young man's is super long and extended. You start touching on him, I think that one just needs to be harder muscled. The black one that comes next, I think that one's well designed. I think she's square, but I just think she lacks the overall shape and muscle dimension to move up in the class. This one that rounds out the class is just long and tall and really super attractive. You get behind her, you get in front of her, she just doesn't compare to the rest of them.
Entering the arena at this time is Class 8 Market Goats. Carla Evans, Riley Pence, Savannah Pennington, Bailey Fishback, McKinley Fishback, Emma Smith, and Lucy Whitmer.
Super nice duo weathers here at the top. I think what separates them is this one that wins the class is just a little neater through his shoulder. He handles with a touch more expression. I really like that one from the profile. Just needs to win for me today. This one that comes into second gets softer centered, a little bigger shouldered, starts to want to run downhill a little bit, but still one that's stout skulled and big backed. This lemon-headed doe that comes next, this one typically isn't my kind. She's a little softer centered, but she has the advantage in terms of handle quality. She handles harder, she handles more expressively. Nice weather there. This one with the horns that comes next, long and extended and square. You start touching on them, you look at them from the side. That one doesn't have enough expression, doesn't have enough touch. Super nice one to come here. This young lady that comes next, one that starts to get a little unbalanced. That shoulder wants to get a little higher, the hip wants to get a little off. We start to look at them from the side. You just need to make those shoulders sit a little bit better, make that hip sit a little better. These two that end the class, let's group them together again. Higher spine, flatter sided, need more muscle, just get a little plain. These are nice production oriented ones here at the end.
Entering the arena at this time is Class 9 Market Goats. These exhibitors are Kinley Likens, Kaylee Rout, Evie Barlett, John Kaufman Jr., and Faith Jennings. Congratulations, Class 8 Market Goats. First place, Carla Evans. Second place, Riley Pence. Third place, McKinley Fishback. Fourth place, Lucy Whitmer. And fifth place, Savannah Pennington. Class 10 needs to be making your way outside the arena. These exhibitors are Carla Evans, Elizabeth Lindsay, Cinder Shaw, Tate Tislin, Julia Best, Preston Graham, and Lucy Whitmer. All first and second place middleweight goats need to be getting ready in the barn.
This one that starts off the class is the hardest muscled one with the most expression. I think in terms of being a market animal, this one rises to the top quickly for me. This paint weather that comes into second isn't nearly as hard handling as our first place, but he's got the advantage in terms of being better balanced, better behind the shoulder, and a little wider up front compared to our third place. Now this third place goat, you got to start studying on him. When he gets embraced and you start looking at him, I think this one's just got more overall mass than that one that comes into fourth. Just more, he's just a touch more three-dimensional and a little bit better over his top. Now this painted shouldered one that comes next, you just study this one from the side and you back off of him. He's got a nice design, and you start to look at his. In terms of stepping behind him and viewing him from behind, I don't think he's got as much muscle as those ones that come in front of him. But still a really attractive one from the profile. Just got to have more shape today. Same deal with the endo here. This one gets a little over-conditioned compared to the other ones. She doesn't have enough expression. She doesn't handle hard enough to move up in the class. Still a sound one to round it out.
Entering the arena at this time is Class 10 Market Goats. Carla Evans, Elizabeth Lindsay, Cinder Shaw, Tate Tislin, Julia Best, Preston Graham, and Lucy Whitmer. All first, second, and third place from middleweight needs to be making your way outside the arena. These exhibitors are Grant Liming, Kylie Cochran, Olivia Gibson, Eden Myers, Easton Jennings, Reagan Trummer, Carla Evans, Riley Pence, Bailey Fishback, Kaylee Rott, Kinley Likens, and John Kaufman. Congratulations, Class 9 Market Goats. First place, Kaylee Rott. Second place, Kinley Likens. Third place, John Kaufman. Fourth place, Faith Jennings. And fifth place, Eva Bartlett.
Really awesome duo here at the top of this class. I think the one that wins does so in terms of muscle shape. I think that one's rounder through his forerib. I think he's neater through his underline. I think when you get behind him, he's got a ditch down his back. I think that one just really pleases you when you get off the side of him as well. This one that comes into second's no slouch at all. I think that one's super stout featured. I think that one's extended. Just needs to have more expression, handle a little harder, be a little more uniform in the underline, be a little bit better through the forerib. Now that one's still got the advantage in terms of overall mass compared to the rest of the ones in the class. This one that comes next, really nice when you get off the side of her. Compared to the two in front of her, just not enough muscle shape. Where this one has the advantage, I think this one's a little longer spine. I think this one's a little better out through his hip, a little better behind the shoulder. Just a nice one here to end up in third. This fourth place one, we just got to make this one better balanced. This one gets off in terms of being off behind the shoulder. This one gets a little round through the hip. Still got some muscle. Just need to also make this one a little more attractive from the side compared to the other ones. Now, let's group these three together. What have we been saying? We got to have more muscle shape. We got to have more mass. We got to have a better touch to compete with those other ones.
Entering the show arena at this time is our middleweight division. Grant Liming, Kylan Cochran, Eden Myers, Easton Jennings, Carla Evans, Riley Pence, Kaylee Rye, Kinley Likens, Tate Tislin, and Carla Evans. Congratulations, Class 10 Market Goats. First place, Tate Tislin. Second place, Carla Evans. Third place, Preston Grams. Fourth place, Julia Best. And fifth place, Cinder Shaw. All third place winners from classes 6 to 10 need to be outside the arena.
As we start to gain a little weight on these guys, you can certainly see that our quality's definitely improved. These ones that are out here on their first place lineup, they've all got enough muscle. We haven't been there yet, but now we're there. All these goats have enough muscle, so the next thing we're going to look at, who's neater, who's made better. Well, if we're looking at them, this doe that's in front of us, she gets a little plainer from the side compared to the rest of them. I think that takes her out of the contention for me. If we step on back to this young lady that's got the pink and teal, I think this is another wether that kind of gets a little unbalanced compared to the rest of them. I don't think that one is nearly as neat and tucked up from the side as some of these other ones. Now, if we walk our way back, this young lady here, she's got this nub-tail wether. This one's super thick, super stout. You start to walk behind that one in front of him, gets a little stiffer, but that's okay. This one's packing a ton of product. This is a market wether show. This young lady that's in front of me, this is the super attractive one. Maybe this one doesn't have enough lower quarter. Probably not good enough through his forerib compared to those other two. We work our way down to this guy that's in the back. This is probably the showiest one from the side. This one's probably the most tucked up through his center portion. This one's got the most expression. He's got the biggest forerib. This one's super nice. Now we got to pick a top 5 in here, so we might dip on back to our reserves as well, but I'll put the mic down. We'll go out here, get you 5.
Preston Graham needs to be entering the show arena at this time.
Reagan Trummer and Bailey Fishback, please be making your way inside the show arena. Congratulations, Grand Champion Middleweight Tate Tislin, Reserve Champion Eden Myers, 3rd overall Carla Evans, 4th overall Carla Evans, and 5th overall Riley Pence.
Class 11 market goats needs to be entering the arena. These exhibitors are Addison Bull, Eden Myers, Emma Brandenburg, Leah Collins, Haley Wendling, and Logan Harless. Class 12 needs to be getting ready in the barn. Jake Bunting, Alexis Harless, Kenny Heflin, Grace Odell, Sam Oth, and Lucia Taylor. Congratulations, Grand Champion Middleweight Tate Tislin, Reserve Champion Eden Myers, 3rd overall Carla Evans, 4th overall Carla Evans, and 5th overall Riley Pence. Attention market good exhibitors, you have 1 hour after the show to consign your animal to the sale. Class 12 needs to be making your way outside the arena. Jake Bunting, Alexis Harless, Kenny Heflin, Grace Odell, Sam Auth, and Lucia Taylor. Class 13 needs to be getting ready in the barn. AJ Cunningham, Lucia Taylor, Grant Liming, Elizabeth Lindsay, Kylie Pike, and Regan Trummer.
What an impressive set of weathers here at the top end. This one that comes first, I think there's a little give and take here. It's personal preference. Do you like the one that's more extended and a little bit bigger muscled in terms of having a ditch down his back? Does he blend his pieces a little smoother? I think so. Is this one sounder? Maybe a little. But just he puts it all together in a package that I can take to the top. This second place one, this is the stoutest featured one in the class by far. I think whenever you start to study on this one, you get off of him and you start comparing those two, he's a little shorter sided. He gets off a little bit in his hip. He's not quite as good behind his shoulder. But man, that's a massive one. Talk about beefcakes, there it is. We work our way down. I think we've got another weather here that's big muscled, just doesn't have that type of uniqueness as those two that win. We keep going down the class, so we start to group them together. Now we're starting to get a little over condition. We need to have some more better muscle shape. We need to be a little stouter feature to compete with those other ones.
Entering the arena at this time is Class 12 Market Goats. Jake Bunting, Alexis Harless, Kenny Heflin, Grace Odell, Sam Auth, and Lucia Taylor. Class 13 up. Class 13 needs to be making their way outside the arena. AJ Cunningham, Lucia Taylor, Grant Liming, Elizabeth Lindsay, Kylie Pike, and Regan Trummer. Class 14 needs to be getting ready in the barn. Brielle Cochran, Addison Sloan, Kylie Pike, Libby Riley, and Sadie Wolfer. Congratulations, Class 11 Market Goats. First place, Leah Collins. Second place, Emma Brandenburg. Third place, Eden Myers. Fourth place, Addison Bowl. Fifth place, Logan Harless. We would like to recognize our judge for the evening. Creed Garriott is the owner and operator of Garriott Ranch, located in Scottsburg, Indiana. Garriott Ranch is a multi-generational farm that now specializes in producing elite, small ruminant livestock and marketing them to junior exhibitors coast to coast. Creed's passion for the livestock industry led him to pursue a profession in fitting, which has grown into a career of clipping, photography, marketing, consulting, and education. In addition, Creed and his team also host Creed Garriott Goat Fitting Clinics. The clinics foster the development of a competitive skill set for the aspiring showman. Please give our judge a warm welcome. Who is the devil?
I think the spotted back wether that's going to lead off the class does so quite handily. I think this is the most balanced one. This one's got the most expression. He's the stoutest featured one as well. I think he's got a win. This one that comes second, this one pairs up well with our class winner. This one's still extended, still has muscle, still stout featured. As we work our way down, there's some comparisons to be made between these two. I think they're made similar in terms of not having enough compared to the ones in front of them. Now from there, which one has more than the other? I think the doe that comes first just has a little bit more through the center portion of her body, or the wether that comes first just has a little more forerib center portion, just a touch more muscle as well. This Cape wether, he's lacking the overall expression to compete with those ones in front of him, just gets too long and too narrow to compete with them. Let's round out the class with two that might just need some more time on feed. These are later maturing type goats. We just need to take them home, feed them for a little longer, see what happens.
Entering the arena at this time is Class 13 Market Goats. These exhibitors are AJ Cunningham, Lucia Taylor, Grant Liming, Elizabeth Lindsay, Kylie Pike, and Regan Trummer. Class 14 Market Goats seem to be making their way outside the arena. These exhibitors are Brielle Cochran, Addison Sloan, Kylie Pike, Libby Riley, and Sadie Wolfer. All first, second, and third heavyweight goats to be getting ready in the barn.
We would like to take a moment and congratulate both our grand champion and reserve champion rate of gain. Grand champion rate of gain is Regan Trummer with an average daily gain of 0.62 pounds per day. And congratulations to Lucia Taylor, reserve champion rate of gain with an average daily gain of 0.58 pounds per day.
Congratulations, Class 12 Market Goats. First place, Lucia Taylor. Second place, Kenny Heflin. Third place, Sam Oth. Fourth place, Grace Odell. And fifth place, Alexis Hartless. We would like to thank our 2024 sponsors, Liming Limousine Cattle, John and Julie Best, Colby Brandenburg, Raquel Gross, Casey Baker, in memory of Trish and Ariel Brandenburg, Megan and Jason Walker, Jennifer Schlander, and David and Cindy Schaus. Please give a round of applause for these sponsors.
Young man that starts the class, I think he does it quite handily and quite quickly for me. That's the one in the class that handles the hardest. She's got the biggest end. That one's the biggest through her foreribs. She's got a lot of shape. She still maintains it with being attractive from the profile. This one that comes into second, I think this is the second stoutest featured one in the class. This one just doesn't handle nearly as well as the one that comes first. Doesn't have enough expression for me. But he still holds the overall advantage in terms of mass and width compared to this paint weather that comes next. This one's super long and extended. I just want to see this one be more robust about its front end compared to that class winner. Now this one that comes into fourth, this one's a little leveler out of her hip. She's a little better through her shoulder, but I think you get in front of her, she's not as wide compared to the ones in front of her. She's just kind of lacking that overall product compared to those other ones. Now let's round out the class with two that get awful similar. I think they're just too plain from the side to compete any higher today.
Entering the arena at this time is Class 14 Market Goats. These exhibitors are Brielle Conkren, Addison Sloan, Kylie Pike, Libby Riley, and Sadie Wolfer. All first, second, and third place winners from classes 11-13 and to be making their way outside the show arena. These exhibitors are Leah Collins, Emma Brandenburg, Eden Myers, Lucia Taylor, Kenny Heflin, Sam Oth, Grant Liming, Lucia Taylor, and Regan Trummer. Attention market good exhibitors, you have 1 hour after the show to consign your animal to the sale.
Kenny Heflin, please be making your way up to the show arena at this time. Kenny Heflin.
Pull around here, guys. You gotta go first, right up here. You're second. You're third. We're starting to get up in those heavier weight ranges where you start touching on them, and some of them are hard muscled, and some of them your hand just sinks into them a little bit. Now this one that starts off the class, I think she's the hardest muscled one. She's the most anatomically correct of the set. I think this is the one that needs to win. This one that comes in second, I think this one most closely follows our class winner once again. I think this is the second boldest in terms of his muscle shape. I think that one handles better than the one that comes into third. Now this one that comes into third is probably the most in terms of overall dimension between second and third. I think this one has the advantage. You start touching on him, just gets too soft for me. Now this one that comes next, I think this one blends its pieces a little better, has a little more expression, touches a little better. We're going to round out the class with one that's super three-dimensional, but you start to put your hands on them, your hands just going to start sinking in a little bit. We're a little too over-conditioned compared to the other ones.
Entering the arena at this time is all first and second place heavyweight. These exhibitors are Leah Collins, Emma Brandenburg, Lucia Taylor, Kenny Heflin, Grant Liming, Lucia Taylor, Kylie Pike, and Libby Riley. Third place, you need to be outside the arena. We need grand reserve and third overalls from light and middleweight to be getting ready in the barn.
I think when you start looking in on this division, I think there's a pair of them that you quickly are drawn to. And if you guys heard me talk on the microphone earlier, I think it's going to be pretty easy to gravitate towards the two I'm talking about. From there, I think there's a little more discussion. I think there's some harder muscled ones than other ones. I think they get a little better in their underline. I think they're a little better about their muscle shape. We'll put the mic down. We'll go out here and get you 5.
Eden Myers needs to be entering the show arena at this time. Reagan Trummer needs to be entering the show arena. Congratulations, Grand Champion Heavyweight Goat, Leah Collins, Reserve Champion, Emma Brandenburg, 3rd overall, Grant Liming, 4th overall, Lucia Taylor, and 5th overall, Eden Myers. Entering the arena at this time is all Grand and Reserve, Light through Heavyweight. These exhibitors are Leah Collins, Tate Tislin, Eden Myers, Leah Collins, Emma Brandenburg.
We need 3rd overall light, middle, and heavyweight division winners to be waiting outside the show arena. These exhibitors are Bryce Baker, Carla Evans, and Grant Liming. Please be waiting outside the show arena. Just a reminder, if you are removing goats or lambs from the fairgrounds tonight, you have 1 hour after the show to do so. Please see Colby Brandenburg, Harley Brandenburg, or Christy Fetters and let them know before removing any animals off the fairgrounds. Another reminder for all market goat exhibitors, you have 1 hour after the show to consign your animal to the sale. 1 hour after the show to consign your animal to the sale.
Well, guys, I really appreciate you having me down to sort on your goat show today. I've had a great time. I think out here we've got some incredible individuals. I'll take you through what I'm thinking about. We'll start down here with our lightest weight wether. I think this one's hard-muscled and long-bodied. I think he wants to get a little off in his hip compared to the other ones, and maybe not as extended maybe as some of the other ones. He's kind of sitting here bunched up right now. Sometimes he might want to come up in his top a little bit, but that's one that handles with so much power. He's big bone and he's stout featured. He's got a lot of quality about him. This one that's in the center, this one's really neat and tucked up through his underline. That one handles really big through his forearrib. That one carries mass all the way down his twist. That one's really nice out through his hip as well. We work our way down to this to our heavyweight. You talk about one that's cool looking from the side, really good out through his hip, sound made, long bodied and tubular. This one's high quality. There's not a lot of holes in him. Now we've got to go out here and pick 5. So when I do, we'll do that. But first, I just want to say, I just want to thank Braden and AJ, my ring stewards, for being out here, the announcers and everybody here. Let's put a hand together for them. We'll say something about these kids as well. You know, I've had the opportunity to sort on a few county fairs this year. And I just want to take a moment to say I think we're involved in the best industry out there for raising our kids. This industry teaches them responsibility. It teaches them that hard work is rewarding. It teaches them that patience and perseverance will eventually take you there. This is one of the last industries or activities for our youth that I think individual success is attainable. And I think that's super important. What we prepare these kids for, I think it sets them up in the future to be better acclimated for college, for taking a job, for being responsible. When you're a 10-year 4-H member or you're a 10-year in FFA or till you're 21, I think that goes big on a job resume. I think it goes big on a college resume. I think it's super important. And as I look around here, and I've worked with a really good crowd today, you guys have really applauded. You guys have really done well. One thing I want to do for these kids to end this really special is I want to make this a special moment. Now, we're going to pick 5, but right now, all you guys are sitting down. I want everybody to stand up. Everybody here, stand up. Now, when I go out there and I select your champion, let's make it special. Now, we've got 5 to pick through, so we got to cheer really loud each time, guys, or I'm going to get on you. So I'll put this mic down. Let's go out here and get you 5.
Congratulations, Grand Champion Market Goat, Leah Collins. Grant Liming is entering the arena. Reserve Champion, Tate Tislin. 3rd overall, Emma Brandenburg. 4th overall, Leah Collins. 5th overall, Eden Myers. Congratulations, overall champion Market Goat, Leah Collins, reserve champion Tate Tislin, third overall Emma Brandenburg, fourth overall Leah Collins, and fifth overall Eden Myers.